Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. Now, take that easiness with a grain of salt because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of really smart people there. Today's puzzle is called Cutting Corners, and it's by physicist from Funen. And here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply, which means fill the entire grid with the digits 1 through 9 such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or box. We have turquoise thermometers restrict only even digits, and orange thermometers restrict only odd digits. That is, on a turquoise thermometer, the even digits strictly increase from the bulb end, and likewise for odd digits on an orange thermometer. Digits of the unrestricted parity can go anywhere and in any order on a thermometer. And finally, thermometers are strictly dominated by digits of the restricted parity. For example, we don't have a 6-cell. A 6-cell orange thermometer must have at least 4 odd digits. Or a 4-cell orange thermometer must have at least 3 odd digits. You cannot have a 50-50. You can't have 2 of each for a 4-cell thermometer of orange or blue, right? You have to have, if you have 4 cells in an orange thermometer, that has to have at least 3 odd digits. If you have 4 cells of a blue thermometer, it has to have at least 3 digits also. This is the tip. These puzzles have been done by physicists from Funen, and I think he's the only one who really does these odd and even thermometers. It's actually very interesting, I feel. But as an example, let's do this. As an example, you could have something like, I don't know. Let's see, 5, 8, 7, and 9 here. And this is valid because the odd digits, which are the only restricted digits, are increasing from the bulb to the tip. The 8 can any even digit, and we also have 3 out of the 4 digits on the thermometer are odd. You could not have 2 even digits here because that would be 50-50. And so it's not strictly dominated by the digits of the restricted parity if that were the case. Anyways, those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay, first thing that I see is anything that's 2 in length, we know it has to be the restricted parity. So we're making reds odd and blues even. So this must be blue. Out of these 4 cells, 3 out of 4 of them at least must be even. Well, we already have an even in the row, so the rest of the row cannot be even, so this has to be odd, and these have to be odd. So this is odd, so 3 out of the 4 here are odd, 3 out of the 4 here are odd, right? If this is not odd, then both of these would have to, all 3 of these in this row would have to be odd, but that would make 6 odd digits, which is not allowed in a normal Sudoku puzzle. So this must be odd here. We know also at least 3 out of 4 of these are odd, so 2 out of 3 of these have to be odd, and 2 out of 3 of these have to be odd. Therefore, we know there are 5 odds in row 5 and in column 5 because it's the same reasoning. So this must be even, this must be even, this must be even, and this must be even. Similarly, so since this is even, we know 3 out of the 4 remaining digits must be 3 out of the 4 digits on the thermometer must be odd. So these are all odd then. In this case, or in this box, we know 3 out of the 5 cells here are even. That means there's only one other even in this box because 3 out of the 4 of them are here. If this is not even, only one of these can be even, so therefore there would be 2 odds here, but that would then overwrite the strictly domination for this being even. Therefore, this must be even, and all of these are odd, which forces both of these to be even, because you have to have 3 even digits on a 4-length even thermometer. Same here. These two are even then also. Excuse me. We have 4 even digits in column 8, which eliminates even digits in the rest of the column. So this is odd, this is odd, this is odd. This has 1 even, so the rest must be odd. These are even. This is odd. If this is not even, then these 3 would have to be even because to be strictly dominated on this set, and these 2 would have to be even to be dominated on that thermometer. But that would make 5 even digits in column 2, which is not possible because there's only 4 in each row or column or 3x3 box. So therefore, this must be even, which forces both of these to be odd to have a strictly dominated thermometer that's all odd. 1 out of 2 of these must be even, and the other one's odd, which leaves the rest being odd. So this is odd, this is odd. Then this leaves these 3 digits as being even. So 1 out of 2 of these must be even. 2 out of 3 of these must be even, at least. So that counts for 4 evens. So this must be odd, and this must be odd. In row 9, we have 5 odd digits, which leaves only even digits. So this is even, and this is even. In box 9, we have 4 even digits, which forces the last digit to be odd. We also have 4 even digits in column 9, so the rest must be odd. Okay. So this has to be the smallest digit, so it has to be 1, right? Because it cannot be 1. These digits must be greater than that digit, no matter what. So this is always 1. We have 3, 5, or 7 here, 5, 7, or 9 here, 3, 5, 7 here, and 5, 7, or 9. This is an even digit, so this must be both odd. So since these are both odd, that would mean that because we need 3 odds to be strictly dominated, that would mean we have 5 odds in the central box, which means the rest of the box must be even. So this is even, and these are even. Well, we have 1 even now in this 4-length odd thermometer, so we need 2 more odds. So these are both odd. We have now 5 odds in row 8, which eliminates odd digits in the rest of the row. So these are even. We have 5 odds in box 8, so these both must be even. We have 4 evens in column 4, so the rest must be odd. Therefore, since this is odd, this must be even to make this a majority, or a strictly dominated set for 3 digits. This is even. To make this strictly dominated, all 3 of these must be odd. We have now in box 1, 5 odd digits, so the rest are all even digits. So these are even. This cannot be 3 even digits here, because then this would only make 2 even digits on this 4-length even thermometer. So this must be odd. We have 5 odds in row 3, which eliminates odd digits in the rest of the row. So this is even. That forces us to be odd because there are 4 even digits in box 2. One of these is even, one of these is odd. We're not sure. One of these is even, one of these is odd. Okay, what are the restrictions then? So, this has to be less than 2 even digits, so this is 2 or 4. This is less than 2 even digits, so this is 2 or 4, which forces this to be a 6, 8. So this is 6, this is 8. This is 4 or 6, and this is 6 or 8. This can be 2, 4, or 6 here. This has to be greater than 2 even. Actually, this has to be 8. It has to be greater than 3 even digits here. Same here. This has to be greater than 3 even digits. So this is 8. This can't be 8, so that forces this to be 6, which makes this 4 and this 2. Because this has to be greater than 2 even digits, and it cannot be 8 because that's 8. Therefore, this is 8. This 2 means this can't be 2, so this is 4. This is 2 or 6 here. This is 2 or 4, but it can't be 4 because of the 4 in the box. So this is 2, which makes this a 4. This becomes a 2, 6 pair. This cannot be 8 here. Where is the 8? It has to be here because these two digits have digits that are greater than it, that are even. So this is 8. 8 cannot be here. 8 cannot be here. Where is the 8 in box 5? It has to be here. So 8 cannot be here. Where is the 8 in box 6? It has to be here. So this is 8 and even, which makes this odd. This cannot be 8. Where is the 8 in row 9? It must be here. So this is 8. Where's the 8 in column 3 then? Can't be any of these because of the 8 in the box. Can't be any of these because of the 8 in the box. Can't be this because it has to be less than another even digit. So it must be here. So this is 8. That's actually all the 8s then. This can't be 2. This could be 2, 4, or 6. This could be 2, 4, or 6. This has to be a 2. So this is a 4, 6, 4, 6 pair, which leaves where is the 2 in column 6? It has to be here. This is less than 8, so this has to be 4 or 6, but it's greater than another digit. So this is 2 or 4, this is 4 or 6, this is 2 or 6. This is 2 or 4. This is 4 or 6, 4 or 6 here. This is 2 or 6. This is 2, 4 or 6. This is 4 or 6. This 4 eliminates 4 here, so this is 6, which makes this a 4. This cannot be 4. This 6 eliminates 6 here, so this is 4. Where is... Okay, this 6 eliminates 6 here, so this is 2, which makes that 6, which makes this 4, which makes that a 2. This cannot be 2. Where is the 2 in box 1? It has to be this cell. So this is a 2. This cannot be 2, 6, or 8, so this is 4. Okay, this can't be 4 because of this 4, therefore this is 6, which makes that 4, which makes that 6, which makes that 4. We're missing 6s now. 6 cannot be here in box 7. Can't be any of the odd digits, so it must be here. So this is 6 and is even, which forces this to be odd. Okay, now let's look at the odd thermometers. This has to be 357. It is less than another odd digit, so can't be 5, cannot be 9. We have a 357 triplet in box 5, which eliminates 3, 5, and 7 from the rest of the box. Therefore, this is 9. This is greater than two other odd digits, so it's 5, 7, or 9. This is less than one odd and greater than another, so it's 3, 5, 7. This is 1, 3, 5. This is 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 7, or 5, 7, 9, but it cannot be 9 because of this 9 here. Therefore, this can't be 7, and this can't be 5. This is 3, 5, or 7. This is 5, 7, or 9 here. We have a 3, 5, 7 triplet in box 8, which eliminates 3, 5, and 7 in the box. Therefore, this is 9. This has to be 1. And this is 3, 5, or 7. This can't be 1, so this is 3, 5, or 7, and this is 5, 7, 9. This is odd. This has to be a 3, 5, 7 triplet here. This is 1, 3, 5, 7 because it has to be less than that digit. Hmm. These digits could be any of the odd digits. Hmm. Hmm. This is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and this is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Same here. Hmm. Huh. Okay. We've done all the restrictions, though. Everything else can be any other digit. Hmm. So one of these is 9. It's not that helpful, unfortunately. Um, 2 is one of these two. 6 is one of these two. Hmm. Oh, this 9 means this can't be 9 here. Hmm. Therefore, this can't be 7. So one of these two digits is a 7, which eliminates 7 in the rest of the row. Therefore, one end, we have a 5, 9, 5, 9 pair now, which eliminates 5 and 9 from the rest of the row. So this can't be 5. This can't be 5. We have a 3, 7, 3, 7 pair in box 5, which eliminates 3 and 7 in the rest of the box. Therefore, this is 5, which forces this to be 7. This then has to be 3. This 7 means this can't be 7. We have a 5, 9, 5, 9 pair in column 3. And this can't be 7. This 3 means this can't be 3, so this is 5, this is 7. This can't be 5 or 7, and this can't be 5 or 7. This 3 means this can't be 3, and this can't be 3. The 5, 9 pair eliminates 5 and 9 from the rest of the column. So this is 1, 3, or 7. This is 1, 2, 3, or 7, and this is 1, 2, 3, or 7. One of these digits is a 5. So 5 cannot be here. If this is, well, we don't know about this one. This has to be 1. There's no 5 here. Okay, this 7 eliminates 7 here. So this is 3, which makes that 7. This has to be greater than 7, so this is 9, and this is 5. This 3 eliminates 3 here, so this is 5. This 9 means this can't be 9, so this is 5. This has to be less than 5, so that's 3, that's 1. This can't be 3 anymore. This has to be a 7, 9 pair here. 5, where is the 5 in row 2? Can't be any of these because of the 5 in the box. Can't be any of these because of the 5 in the box. Can't be here because of the 5 in the column. So this is a 5 here. So this can't be 5, and this can't be 5, and this can't be 5. Where is, this can't be 3 because of the 3 in the row. We have a 1, 7, 1, 7 pair, which eliminates 1 and 7 from the rest of the row. Therefore, this is 9. This has to be 5. This 5 has to be greater than the odd digit here, which makes this a 3. Therefore, this is 1. That makes this 9. This also makes that 7, which makes that a 1. This can't be 1 or 9, so this is 3, which makes that a 7, which makes that a 5. This cannot be 1 or 7 here. This 9 eliminates 9 here, so that's 7, which makes that a 9. We have, what, 3 and 9 remaining here, and 3 and 9 remaining here. This can't be 3, though, because of this 3, so this is 9, which makes that a 3. We have 1, 7 remaining in row 2. This can't be 7, though, because of that 7, so this is 1, this is 7. We have 1, 3, and 9 remaining in row 3. This has to be 9 then. And this is a 1, 3, but can't be 1 because of that 1, so this is 3, which makes that a 1. That leaves this as a 7. This has to be 9. We have 1 and 3 remaining here also. In column 1, we have 6 and 7 remaining. And in column 2, we have what? 1 and 5 remaining. This can't be 5 because of this 5, so this is 1, which makes that 5. The 1 eliminates 1 here, so this is 3 and 1. 3 eliminates 3 here, so this is 2 and 3. 2 eliminates 2 here, so that's 6 and 2, which forces that to be 7 and this to be a 6. And that's a solve. Yeah, I don't know why, but I sort of got stuck in a little bit. I guess I wasn't thinking too hard about these aspects. Still pretty cool, actually. Pretty cool. I always like, for some reason, I really enjoy the odd and even thermometer puzzles. I don't know, just gives you something to think about, I guess. Oh, also it allows a lot of coloring, so I do like coloring. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.